Community Viewpoint with John Pollock and Maria Hurst.
And welcome once again to another episode of Community Viewpoint. I'm John Pollock, your host once again, whether you like it or not. I'm here again, and this should broadcast on the 21st of June. Happy summer solstice, and hopefully you're staying cool today. We're going to be having a sponsor in the coming months, and hopefully longer. If I'm here that long, I've been here 11 years. But we're going to be talking to the folks from Glen, Lerner, the attorney's office. And I have Justin Randall with me, an attorney with the office. And Glen Lerner we've been talking about it before we came on. There's offices that are in Nevada, Las Vegas, and here. There's offices in Arizona, Minnesota, Illinois, and Florida. So Justin is going to be telling us a little bit about the practice and what he does out here. And let's talk to Justin about it now. So, do you come out here often to the Pahrump?
I do come out here from time to time. My main practice is based in Las Vegas because I handle the litigation aspect. So once the lawsuits begin,
that's on South what Street?
Durango Drive, Durango and Tropicana.
Right, because we were talking about, Chicago before we came on, Amore Pizza and things like that. So, but you come out here, and the office out here has been out here
2 years now, almost.
2 years?
2 years this summer.
Right, and you used to be able to find it real easy because that green giant was right next to you.
I just said the green guy's gone.
Yeah, so if you remember where the green giant was, that's where the offices of Glen Lerner
We miss him.
Yes. Well, we know where to find him over at Pahrump Valley Disposal. So, or he's going to the museum if he's not there already. So, Justin, you'll be telling us a little bit about what your office is and you have to offer to us out here. And you said business is unfortunately booming for attorneys.
It's very strong. One of the things in Southern Nevada that we deal with a lot is car accidents. Some of it's based on the tourism. Specifically in Pahrump, there's a lot of people commuting back and forth between Las Vegas and Pahrump, which creates a lot of traffic on 160. And one of the things we've noticed about this office is that a lot of the cases we find out of our Pahrump office involve higher speeds because of the high speed limits on 160. A lot of them involve larger trucks, people going back and forth between the two, creating bigger accidents, unfortunately. Which really created a need for our office in this, and attorneys like our office in this area, which is why we ended up coming out here.
Right. It was a lot worse years ago when we just had 2 lanes.
Right.
And so hopefully that there would have been a lot more work for you back then, unfortunately. Well, a lot of times it was people died on the road too. There's a lot of crosses on that road, yes. But with the wider roads, hopefully there may be accidents, but there won't be as many fatalities as there was before.
That's definitely something we hope.
Yes. So, your offices for Glen Lerner. Let's put that picture up there to show the folks where Glen Lerner is, and it's all the way from Las Vegas and Arizona, Florida. You're down in Louisiana.
Correct.
Minnesota, was it?
Minneapolis, Minnesota. We do have an office.
And beautiful downtown Chicago. Was it in Chicago?
It's in Chicago. It's the West Loop.
Okay.
So it's 1000 West Lake Street.
Yeah, so it's a huge practice then if you're throughout the country.
It is. We're a national practice, and one of the benefits to the people of Pahrump is we have very experienced attorneys working on their case. The attorneys that are handling the litigation aspect and the pre-litigation aspect come from a variety of backgrounds that have from anything from being insurance adjusters themselves, where they have handled these cases on the other side, so to speak, trying to deny claims and deny money to people, all the way to large commercial attorneys that practice big, grandiose litigation, some of it including the city center and things like that prior to going into this practice. So the benefits of the national law firm is that you have very experienced attorneys handling your cases.
Yeah, exactly. So you would be spending most of your time out here with, the district court?
District court, we do some work with the justice court, which is the small claims and some of the lower level cases. Predominantly, though, it would be in the district court because the value of the case would be above $10,000, which requires it to go into district court.
Right. Now, do you travel up to Tonopah too?
We haven't seen a major need. We don't have a lot of people coming in from Tonopah, so we haven't been up there. I'm sure there is demand, but they haven't come to us.
Okay. So what are some of the other cases that you might oversee besides the accidents? Accidents are big?
That's pretty much our main area of practice. We do handle a small amount of commercial litigation out of our Las Vegas office.
Okay.
But primarily the practice is personal injury and personal injury litigation. Out of our Arizona office, we do handle some Social Security disability as well, and that can cater to people in Nevada that are looking for that. We just don't do that out of our Nevada office.
Right. So how many personnel are in the office out here?
We have two people that work in our Pahrump office. In Las Vegas, we have about 85 people. There are 10 attorneys and then a large staff as well, helping people out.
That's a legitimate
office. So
yes.
we're a large office. We also have in Las Vegas, we have two offices and then the Pahrump office as well.
Okay, great. So one of the things that Glen Lerner I'm learning about is he gives back to the community too. So we were talking about that prior to this. Some of the things that touch me, we were talking about some of the things that I do with the coalition as a AmeriCorps member, but giving back to the homeless youth, we were talking about that.
We work a lot with Linda Fitzgibbons over at the school district. She coordinates the homeless youth program here in Pahrump for Pahrump Valley High School. One of the things that we've done recently is sponsoring essentially a graduation party for the students. There are about 27 students that participated in that in 11th and 12th grades at the high school. And we provided them with gift certificates, $50 gift certificates to Walmart. We do get involved with them throughout the year. They have a lot of needs that come up on a day-to-day basis that we try to help out with, providing them with things, paper goods, supplies, anything that they need to run their organization.
Right. So we've heard your name quite a bit from the things that we do for the kids and the adults that may be homeless, and so evidently we'll probably be hearing more from Glen Lerner because it's a very worthwhile thing that you're doing. Also, there was the diaper run. Not too many people know what that is, if you want to discuss what that is.
And we actually volunteered for the diaper run. It was something where we donated a lot of, again, a lot of paper goods because that's the need that people had. We do get involved in things whenever we can.
It's with motorcyclists, it's not with babies necessarily.
Yeah.
The after effect goes to the kids, but it's a worthwhile event. It's a run, it's a diaper run. And
we provided a lot of diapers to the needy children.
Right, and then also the other thing at the Fall Festival, you're part of that, for the kids that are in need with the rodeo.
We are. We like to volunteer with the rodeo every year. There's several different groups that we've worked with to provide with special needs children, things like that.
Yeah, because in the past you did the festival Rocky Mountain Rodeo, was what it was with the Northfield Ranch. Therapy for animals.
We donate tickets to them so that they can bring in people who cannot afford it and who have needs that need to be met.
So the Northfield Ranch Therapy for Animals, it's been helping special needs children and adults for over 12 years, and so you've been part of that, helping them survive. So I'm learning a lot about Glen Lerner, and I'm really enjoying what I hear outside of being in district court and needing your services.
When we're not in the courtroom, we're helping out when we
Yes.
can. We do have an event coming up, the Liberty Festival. This 4th of July, we'll be sponsoring No to Abuse's booth so that they can have a booth at the festival. So that's coming up about a week and a half now.
Right, because I work with Robin Shope from there and some of the folks over there. Yes,
right.
We'll meet in a neutral area, thankfully. And then we were talking before the show also that darn theme song. Well, it wasn't a theme song, but it's the 588
877-1500.
877-1500.
588-2300 is Chicago Empire Carpet.
Yeah, that's where I was going.
That's where you're going.
You're giving me flashbacks because that's one of the first ones that I remember when I was younger. Or Hudson 32700. Is that too That was,
I don't know that one.
I'm older than you are, but those are coming back to me now, unfortunately. But 588-2300.
588-2300, Empire Carpet.
Right. And then, I forgot yours now.
Ours is 877-1500.
Oh, thank God.
Is the way to go.
Good. I won't be humming that the rest of the day, but you don't know where that came from.
I think it's something Glen started when he started advertising, and he's rolled with it ever since. Because
and whether he likes it or not,
whether he likes it or not, people love it.
Yes, because we were talking about the young kids coming in. That's the that's the first thing they remember.
It always amazes me how often when we get kids in the office, they're so excited about the song. I mean, even early in their case, they'll be talking about singing the song or wanting a T-shirt, and we like to provide a lot of free T-shirts and things to kids because they love it, and it's a great way to get our name out there.
Right, and it's a good way to do it without saying, "Oh, it's the lawyer." This is. You're just humming this because you like it, not because it's a lawyer's office.
Right.
But I don't know if he realized what he was going to start, but it's...
We've grown.
Yes.
And we're helping people. I mean, that's the most important thing, is we're helping people who need help. I mean, they're hurt. They're facing insurance companies that aren't looking out for their interests, and that's why they need a lawyer. So
right.
That's why we're there.
Right, and I appreciate that, and I appreciate the little talk we've had today. We'll be talking more in the future, since you'll be advertising with us, and we'll have some of the groups that you're involved with coming on here too, talking about what you do with them and what services that you provide for them, whether it be the school district or the horse ranch, or maybe we'll get a biker here from the diaper run.
For the diaper run,
yes.
That'll be the next thing.
But so once again, you're over at the, is there a name to that plaza?
Nevada West Plaza.
West Plaza, yes. And it's where the Green Giant used to be, if you're looking for it. It's on the east side of the street. And it's Glen, Lerner Attorneys. And you're there 5 days a week.
We're open 8 to 4.
8 to 4. And so if you're in need of a good, legitimate, well-meaning and lawyer, an office that gives back to the community, these are the folks that do it. And I really appreciate you spending this time with us here, and we'll probably be talking, if we come back together, before the show, we'll talk about Chicago again, like we did prior to this. But I thank you, and then we'll probably be seeing you and other folks from your office in the near future. So
thanks for having us.
Thank you, Patrick, and I thank you for watching, and we'll see you again on the second segment. Thank you.